Welcome to Exam Heist. This video is the part 3 of our AI 900 series and contains some important topics and questions related to those topics. You can download the complete PDF of this tutorial video and our practice questions through the link down in the description. We at Exam Heist have 30 plus certifications and are here to help you achieve your certification goals. Here we will try to answer some of your doubts related to AI 900 exam, such as the AI 900 exam does not have any hands-on lab or simulation type questions. There are no case study type questions in the exam. About the exam duration, the exam contains 40 to 60 questions that you need to complete in 45 minutes. The minimum passing score is 700 out of 1000. There is no negative marking in the exam. About the validation of the certification, the certification will be valid for lifetime after you earn it. About the exam renewal process, it is not required. This video is a tutorial video for AI 900 exam and contains some important topics and practice questions. We will be discussing the following topics in this video. However, these are not all the topics that will come in the exam. We will be publishing more videos in this series, so please make sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. To the first topic, Q&A Maker. Q&A Maker is a cloud-based NLP service that allows you to create a natural conversational layer over your data. It is used to find the most appropriate answer for any input from your custom knowledge base of information. It is commonly used to build conversational client applications, which include social media applications, chatbots, and speech-enabled desktop applications. Q&A Maker does not store customer data. All customer data is stored in the region the customer deploys the dependent service instances in. About when to use Q&A Maker. When you have static information. Use Q&A Maker when you have static information in your knowledge base of answers. Is custom to your needs, which you have built with documents such as PDFs and URLs. When you want to provide the same answer to a request, question, or command. When different users submit the same question, the same answer is returned. When you want to filter static information based on meta information. Add metadata tags to provide additional filtering options relevant to your client applications, users, and the information. Common metadata information includes chit chat, content type or format, content purpose, and content freshness. When you want to manage a bot conversation that includes static information, your knowledge base takes a user's conversational text or command and answers it. If the answer is part of a predetermined conversation flow represented in your knowledge base with multi-turn context, the bot can easily provide this flow. Here, let us understand more about the term knowledge base. Q&A Maker imports your content into a knowledge base of questions and answer pairs. The import process extracts information about the relationship between the parts of your structured and semi-structured content to imply relationships between the question and answer pairs. You can edit these question and answer pairs or add new pairs. The content of the question and answer pair includes all the alternate forms of the question, metadata tags used to filter answer choices during the search, follow-up prompts to continue the search refinement. About the chit chat bot in Q&A Maker, adding chit chat to your bot makes it more conversational and engaging. The chit chat feature in Q&A Maker allows you to easily add a a pre-populated set of the top chit-chat into your knowledge base. This can be a starting point for your bot's personality, and it will save you the time and cost of writing them from scratch. This dataset has about 100 scenarios of chit chat in the voice of multiple personas like professional, friendly, and witty. Choose the persona that most closely resembles your bot's voice. Given a user query, Q&A Maker tries to match it with the closest known chit chat Q&A. To the questions related to the same topic, question 1. You build a Q&A Maker bot by using a frequently asked questions page. You need to add professional greetings and other responses to make the bot more user friendly. What should you do? Here we want to add professional greetings and other responses to make the bot more user friendly. This can be done by using chitchat. Thus, the correct option is D. Chitchat is correct. You can choose between different personas. Question 2. You have a web chat bot that provides responses from a Q&A maker knowledge base. You need to ensure that the bot uses user feedback to improve the relevance of the responses over time. What should you do? Here, we want the bot to learn from the user feedback and improve itself over time. Thus, the most appropriate option among all of these is active learning. Thus, the correct option is D. Active learning. First, bot gets the answer from the knowledge base with the generate answer API, using the top property to get a number of answers. Then, bot determines explicit feedback. Using your own custom business logic, filter out low scores. In the bot or client application, display list of possible answers to the user and get users selected answer and get users selected answers. Then bot sends selected answer back to Q&A maker with the train API. Question 3. You need to provide content for a business chatbot that will help answer simple user queries. What are three ways to create question and answer text by using Q&A maker? Each correct answer presents a complete solution. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. Here, we just have to select three ways to create question and answers using Q&A maker. From among all these options, the most appropriate are generate the questions and answers from an existing web page, manually enter the question and answers, and import chit-chat content from a predefined data source. Thus, the correct options are A, C, and E. Automatic extraction. We can extract question answer pairs from semi structured content, including fact pages, support websites, Excel files, SharePoint documents, product manuals, and policies. Question 4. You have a frequently asked questions PDF file. You need to create a conversational support system based on the FAQ. Which service should you use? Here we have a PDF file of all the frequently asked questions, and we want to create a support system that is conversational based on that same file. As we already have a file, we can easily create such a support system by using Q&A maker and extracting information from that file. Thus, the correct option is A. Q&A Maker is a cloud-based API service that lets you create a conversational question and answer layer over your existing data. Use it to build a knowledge base by extracting questions and answers from your semi-structured content, including FAQs, manuals, and documents. Question 5. You need to develop a web-based AI solution for a customer support system. Users must be able to interact with a web app that will guide them to the best resource or answer. Which service should you use? Here, we simply want to create a customer support system that will give the customers the most relevant answers. As such, we can simply use Q&A Maker. Thus, the correct option is B. Q&A Maker is a cloud-based API service that lets you create a conversational question and answer layer over your existing data. Use it to build a knowledge base by extracting question and answers from your semi-structured content, including FAQs, manuals, and documents. Answer users questions with the best answers from the Q&As in your knowledge base automatically. Your knowledge base gets smarter too as it continually learns from user behavior. Question 6. You need to develop a chatbot for a website. The chatbot must answer users' question based on the information in the following documents. Our product troubleshooting guide in a Microsoft Word document, a frequently asked question list on a web page. Which service should you use to process the documents? Here we want to answer users' questions using the data from particular documents. Thus, we will simply use Q&A Maker. As such, the correct option is D. To the next topic, custom vision. What is Azure Custom Vision? Azure AI Custom Vision is an image recognition service that lets you build, deploy, and improve your own image identifier models. An image identifier applies labels to images according to their visual characteristics. Each label represents a classification or object. Custom vision allows you to specify your own labels and train custom models to detect them. You can use custom vision through a client library SDK, REST API, or through the custom vision web portal. To the questions related to the same topic, question 7. You need to create a model that labels a collection of your personal digital photographs. Which Azure Cognitive Services service should you use? Here, we want to label some digital photographs. Thus, we will use custom vision. As such, the correct option is B. With custom vision, users can upload their own images and labels and train a model to recognize specific objects or patterns. Question 8, hotspot. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise, select no. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. To the answer area, statement. When creating an object detection model in the custom vision service, you must choose a classification type of either multi-label or multi-class. There is no such requirement in custom vision. As such, the correct answer is no. To the next statement, you can create an object detection model in the custom vision service to find the location of content within an image. This is entirely possible. As such, yes. To the last statement, When creating an object detection model in the custom vision service, you can select from a set of predefined domains. This is true. As such, yes. Question 9. Hotspot. For each of the following statements, select yes if the statement is true, otherwise, select no. Note, each correct selection is worth 1 point. To the answer area, statement. The custom vision service can be used to detect objects in an image. Object detection is a part of custom vision service. Thus, yes. To the next statement, the custom vision service requires that you provide your own data to train the model. Indeed, we have to use our own data to train our own custom models. Thus, yes. To the last statement, the custom vision service can be used to analyze video files. The custom vision service cannot be used with video files. As such, it's a no. About the options, box 1. Custom vision functionality can be divided into two features. Image classifications. Image classification applies one or more labels to an image. Object detection is similar, but it also returns the coordinates in the image where the applied labels can be found. About box 2, the custom vision service uses a machine learning algorithm to analyze images. You, the developer, submit groups of images that feature and lack the characteristics in question. You label the images yourself at the time of submission. Then the algorithm trains to this data and calculates its own accuracy by testing itself on those same images. Custom vision service can be used only on graphic files. Question 10. Hotspot. To complete the sentence, select the appropriate option in the answer area. To the answer area, you can use the dash service to train an object detection model by using your own images. The service that supports this requirement is Custom Vision. Azure Custom Vision is a cognitive service that lets you build, deploy, and improve your own image classifiers. An image classifier is an AI service that applies labels to images according to their visual characteristics. Unlike the computer vision service, custom vision allows you to specify the labels to apply. To the last topic for this video, feature engineering. What is feature engineering? Feature engineering is the process of transforming raw data into features that are suitable for machine learning models. In other words, it is the process of selecting, extracting, and transforming the most relevant features from the available data to build more accurate and efficient machine learning models. The success of machine learning models heavily depends on the quality of the features used. Feature engineering involves a set of techniques that enable us to create new features by combining or transforming the existing ones. These techniques help to highlight the most important patterns and relationships in the data, which in turn helps the machine learning model to learn from the data more effectively. Processes involved in this are feature creation, feature transformation, feature extraction, feature selection, and feature scaling. What is a feature? In the context of machine learning, feature is an individual measurable property or characteristics of a data point that is used as input for a machine learning algorithm. Features can be numerical, categorical, or text based, and they represent different aspects of the data that are relevant to the problem at hand. To the questions related to the same topic, question 11, hotspot. To complete the sentence, select the appropriate option in the answer area. To the answer area, ensuring that the numeric variables in training data are on a similar scale is an example of. Here, this is an example of feature engineering. In Azure Machine Learning, data scaling and normalization techniques are applied to make feature engineering easier. Collectively, these techniques and this feature engineering are called featureization in automated ML experiments. Feature selection is only about selection. For modifying features, we use feature engineering. Question 12. Hotspot. To complete the sentence, select the appropriate option in the answer area. To the answer area, dash is used to generate additional features. Here we want to create more features, thus simply feature engineering. Feature engineering is applied first to generate additional features, and then feature selection is done to eliminate irrelevant, redundant, or highly correlated features. These were all the topics and questions for this video. You can download the complete PDF of this video and our practice questions through the link down in the description. We will be making more part in this series, so please make sure to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.